Hello everybody and welcome to Andrew Discusses, the video series where we look at a subject matter and we discuss it in a more civilized manner. Not like my podcast where I just ramble on about topics and then give my opinion, or my rant videos where I flip the hell out mercilessly on the poor subject. No. Now this you take one step better. So, what exactly are we talking about today? What's our little discussion topic going to be? Well, believe it or not, it could range from anything. That's what this video series is going to be. It could be any topic, anywhere, so long as it doesn't violate the three I won't touch. Politics, religion, or really stupid things that could possibly get me into trouble. As long as it doesn't violate those three, I'm good. So I figured for the inaugural topic, what better way to go on this than to talk about smartphones? So today's topic, as you can tell from the title of the video, smartphones, who needs them? So here's my deal. Now, a lot of people out there have smartphones. They are the handy-dandy devices that everybody's gotten used to nowadays in this world. They can do everything from send emails to check your bank balance, surf the net, so on and so forth. But why do we need smartphones in this day and age anymore? I mean, technology is always advancing, and at some point we're soon going to have that little device, we'll just have it implanted right in our wrist, and it can go, it's going to be sunny today. Well, you know what? We're almost there because they sell armbands you can stick your smartphone in. So we're actually already one step there. But still, why do we need smartphones in the first place? I mean, if I want to surf the net, I'll do it at home. I don't want to surf the net out in the public. If I did, I would pretty much be a lot of those weirdos at a coffee shop. If I want to, get recipes or something while I'm at a grocery store, I'll jot down what I'm looking for and then look it up at home, where I could probably find research on a majority of the other things. I mean, I could figure out a way to tell what vegetables would be fresh, or how to pick proper spaghetti, stuff like that. But I guess the majority of the reason is, why do we need smartphones when we have phones that are like this? This is my actual cell phone. It's a TracFone LG. This is it. This is my actual phone. I use this. This is my everyday phone. I have one that's specifically for, like, if I do any Craigslist or Letgo deals. But this is my day-to-day phone. It's a flip phone. It's simple. It's easy to operate. And honestly, it does what a cell phone's supposed to do. It allows me to make and receive phone calls and send text messages. I always thought that cell phones should be that. Just a simple communication device. Call somebody when you're nowhere near a payphone or a landline phone. Or send a text if you're sick, have laryngitis, you can't talk very well, your voice is going out, you can send a text. Or if you're not able to talk because you're in a movie or something, as long as you're not disturbing anybody else. I mean, like sitting all the way up the top row. Still, why do we need to have smartphones? I mean, everything that a smartphone does, a computer and a tablet can do. Everything that you do on a smartphone, you can do anywhere else. There's a lot of people who are using them now for couponing. That's the thing that bugs me, is that you have couponers that will go and get coupons, download them online, and go to a store. Now, most stores accept them, but there are some stores, and they're like big chain ones too, that won't. Because people can hack those really easily and just go, oh, well, this is the one that I got, and it's not valid. Now, some of those stores are starting to come around, but not all of them. And you have to realize that when you have technology like this. This surfs the net. Yes, I could on a 3G network. It's not practical to surf the internet, but if I want to surf the net, I'm not going to surf it on a screen this big. If I want to surf the net on something that I got to do like this, I have a tablet. Hell, I got 3 tablets right now. I got one that I use primary, one as a backup, and one that I don't know what I want to do with yet. That's what I have. So why do we need to have smartphones? What was the big draw for these things? That somebody had one, then everybody else wanted it. Oh, sure, it doubles as a music player, but then again, I have this as a music player. This simple MP3 player right here. I even want to upgrade this into something that still is a basic MP3 player and does nothing else but MP3s. Sure, I wouldn't mind one I could play movies on, like every now and then if I put it on an SD card and I stick an SD card in or a micro SD card, but still, I just want, it's an MP3 player. That's all it is. And this one's battery operated too. No rechargeable batteries. It's battery operated. It makes it even better. Because then I don't have to worry about plugging it in, charging it up. I can just pop a AAA battery in this thing and go to town. But I guess smartphones are becoming more and more prevalent because people need them for everyday occurrences. They want to check their bank balance or they want to do easy pay. We're starting to get to the point where everything's going to be easier and easier, but at the same time, it's not. One person once said that the latest round of space toys is going to eventually be the space toy that will end humanity as it stands. I'm starting to think they may have been right. I don't even remember who said it, but still, they had a point. The latest round of space toys we always get seem to be getting smaller and smaller and more expensive. What was the latest iPhone went for? Over $1,000 was for the iPhone 10. Who's going to pay $1,000 for a phone that does everything the last generation's phone did, if not better? But $1,000 for something that can do this, and surf the net. And now we even have companies. I have TracFone. And you have these pay-as-you-go companies that are now going into contracts literally just to sell people plans so they can buy their own smartphones. Because everybody wants a smartphone. I don't want a smartphone. I have friends that have smartphones. I can guarantee you they're having issues with them. Oh, sure, it makes for a much easier thing. I'll probably eventually have to get one myself since TracFone's only going smartphone-wise. I've ranted about that. You've all seen it. But I guess my main issue is the fact that while smartphones will help humanity, at the same time, they're hurting humanity. No longer do we actually need to make a phone call. We can voice chat with somebody. No more do we need to send a text message when email's now at our fingertips. Why bother calling someone? There's no point. I mean, while this has a calculator, a notepad, a calendar, a contacts, like an address book, 90% of most phones do. I mean, when cell phones like this started becoming more and more advanced, they started getting note functions. They started getting address books built into them, like contact lists, stuff like that. They started becoming more and more advanced because this was your everyday life. You had this, it was digital, you still had it. Now granted, you still had to jot it down, you should still do that to have a backup copy in case that $500 phone that you had to have suddenly craps out. Now I don't mind people that want to have a smartphone or something like, let's say, play games at home or to surf the net at home because they can't afford a laptop or they don't have the space for one. That's fine. I have no argument with that. Though at the same time, you could just buy a tablet, it'd be cheaper. But I can understand the concept of that. You live in a small apartment, or you're not, keen on, I don't want to lug around a huge laptop. I can stick this in my pocket, go over to my buddy's place, and I can, connect to his Wi-Fi or her Wi-Fi, and I can play games while I'm helping them move, or I'm helping them with a project. That I understand. But at the same time, we're starting to become more and more obsessed with smartphone technology that it's starting to become an instance. And like I said, who really needs this? The latest smartphone was that I remember being so expensive was that iPhone X at over $1,000. And I know they came out with a newer one that I think was topping that like $1,200, I think, or $1,500. Either way, it's too damn expensive. For what? basically the same thing you've had this entire time, only bigger or foldable. Now, I actually wouldn't mind that. That's actually a unique concept, a foldable smartphone, because at that point, you're actually not really having a smartphone. You have a neat little device there. Though, keep in mind, years ago when cell phones came out, side sliders were a cool thing when you could do that. I remember the commercial for the T-Mobile Sidekick. That thing kicked ass. Made me want one of those so bad, and I didn't even have a bank account, reason to have a phone, or anything else. I just wanted one because the anime-style cartoon was telling me I wanted to have one. And that seems to be our main problem, is that we're suckered in by the advertising and the features. It's like looking at a car or at something really shiny. We know that it's shiny, we know it's cool looking, but we need to think logically for a moment. Is there really a reason for us to have this? Now, I'd like to know what your thoughts are on this. I really do. So let me know in the comment section below exactly what your thoughts are. Let's get a little discussion going in the comment section. Do you really think we need smartphones anymore in this day and age, or should we just settle with a basic cell phone and just keep it at that? Because keep in mind, smartphones are easily accessed by third parties. You can easily swipe one of those things, copy the data off. Now, granted, this is a little harder to copy the data off of, but you can copy data off of smartphones. You can steal them really easily. They can break really easily. I have dropped this thing like 6 or 7 times, and it has not broken once. Not once. And I've dropped this like 6 or 7 times. I mean, there's so many issues with smartphones, and that seems to be the way we're going. But let's get a discussion going, basically, to see about if we actually would need these. So I want to know what everybody thinks out there that watches this video. Let me know if you think smartphones are still something that everybody should have, or if it's something that got overblown really quickly. I want to know what you think, and let's get a discussion going in the comment section below. And let's keep this going. And until next time, this has been Andrew Discusses. I'm Andrew Rhodes. Thank you all for watching, and, well, take care, everybody.